Ever wondered what Halloween in Europe is like? More specifically in Sweden. I'm recapping Halloween week with a vlog that covers seasonal shopping, spooky crafting, goth gigs, the best Halloween house party held in Goth Towers, Stockholm, stuff I watched about the original goths, and a cemetery I hung out in with bats circling overhead. If this goth cliche of a Halloween week sounds fun, if you like recommendations for music, viewing, shopping, treats, board games with a spooky twist, and if you want to know how I earned the nickname Morticia in my mid-teens, let's hang out for a bit. I deeply appreciate every like and comment. I always try to respond. You're welcome to subscribe if you want a new 90s goth bestie, and let's get spooky. We're starting this sunny autumn day off at Flying Tiger, where we're doing some Halloween browsing and shopping, and the selection here has grown since last year. Last year was impressive, but this year they've gone above and beyond. There's bunting, spiderweb and spider decor. We've got treat bags, tablecloths and table runners, spooky serving sets, serviettes and placemats, and more decor, and this glow-in-the-dark spiderweb. Then we've got a lot of jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin themed things, which I think are really cute. There's even an autumnal spatula and pumpkin cake mold. Flying Tiger is really good for DIY and crafting kits if you or your kids want to make your own decor. You can crochet your own bat or construct a haunted house. You can bejewel a skull. There's this Dia de los Muertos inspired mug. There's some little ghosty ornaments. I think they're tea light candle holders. I actually really like this spiderweb tote bag. That would look great customized with pins and patches, don't you think? I thought about getting these shot glasses. They're only 15 Swedish crowns each, but I don't drink, so that would have been a bit of a weird choice for me. Oh, and we got that cauldron smoke machine and it did not work, so that was a big miss. See these cute skull candles? I may or may not have gotten them for my goth giveaway. And in case you missed it, I'm hosting this little goth box giveaway to celebrate reaching 1,000 plus subscribers here on YouTube. This is the last chance to enter, so heads up. It's free, it's fun, and the details are on my last video. All you need to do is go over there and tell me your zodiac sign in the comments. There's some weird Gen Alpha type toys here, a Rubik's Cube with Halloween themed colours. My daughter loves fidget toys. I guess if I wear a necklace or rosary beads or the like, I'm always playing with them. Do you play with jewellery too? So, I mean, I can understand the appeal of fidget toys in a way. Flying Tiger is good for stationery, so if you've never been there and you're a stationery lover on a budget, pop in or check them out online. A lot of the stuff has a slightly novel, whimsical, or kind of childlike vibe, but if you're like me and you're sort of a big kid, then you might appreciate some of the stuff. These things are already really affordable, but there are member discounts too. Here's mostly costumey stuff, a lot of stuff for kids. You could probably make some of this work with customization. This is a pretty cute bag. Oh, my daughter is holding this little jewellery box and she's saying, "Mama, you would like this, it's a coffin." They sell makeup here too. I've bought one cosmetic item from here before. It was a black nail polish in a little skull bottle, but typically I would not buy makeup from here. They have a lot more this year though, a lot more. So I did take a chance on one product. I like leg warmers, I like long socks and cozy cute stuff of that nature. There are some really good socks, stockings and little bags and everyday items here. And they're not overly costumey. And if it's Halloween every day for you like it is for me, you might be able to find something here that you can use for regular wear. My daughter found this, she thought it was really cool with the rings and the abundance of skulls. I really like this actually. I thought it was sweet, this coffin pillbox ring with a magnetic closure. It's pretty nifty, it's very affordable, and it has a black lacquered and silver glitter finish which matches my nails and my phone case. These earrings I thought were really cute, these dangly skeletons, and also bat earrings. These coffin bags are interesting. The price point is really fair. You may have seen Killstar's version of coffin bags, which have a more polished finish and are a little more sophisticated looking, you might say, or Avelina de Moray's coffin bags, which are actual art. I may have purchased one of each of those myself. Oops. But I think this is a solid budget-friendly option, and it could be cool if you customized it. Flying Tiger has general autumnal themed items too, lots of ceramic and glassware, which I really appreciate. I like ceramics, glassware, textiles, metal and wooden items. I don't really want to fill my house with disposable mass-produced pieces, you know. I don't mind the occasional fun thing or resin piece, but generally speaking, I prefer some kind of natural material or things made with love or made to last. I do have one of those pumpkin glasses, but I got mine from dollar store. Speaking of plasticky stuff, dollar stores full of that, but there are occasional glassware or ceramic items there too. These little metal spoons with pumpkin charms are cute. More ceramic items. There's lots of spooky cute stuff this year. Is anyone else noticing a trend where they are, you know, with the pastel skeletons with little pink bows on and so on? The makeup here I'm not really sure about. It's definitely giving fancy dress. It's giving 6-year-olds Halloween party, which is not my thing. But I do think you can find some really good bargains back in the accessories section. I've taken a chance on this lip oil. I did buy one. And the candy here always tends to be good. Plus it comes in cute festive packaging. I did buy these candy beans and I handed them out at a club to some friends. Chocolate Halloween coins and gummy eyes. I'm not really into the gory candy stuff, things shaped like bloody fingers or brains or whatever. I prefer romantic gothic horror themes to gory horror in general, hence I like glamorous, seductive vampires more than rotting zombies who want to eat my brains. We've got a plastic glowing skeleton and a skeleton kit that comes in a coffin-shaped box. That's pretty cute. There are some giant plushies. My daughter loves giant plushies. Gosh, they take up so much space though. There's some autumnal themed snacks, some pretty cute stuff for cozy days at home, and these novelty mugs for anyone who likes to collect different mugs for different occasions. They've got candles and some mushroom themed items. More candy and chocolates. Popping candy in these little sachets. And they've got sprinkles. I got the Halloween sprinkles from here last year and they were really good. Marshmallows and lollipops. Mini marshmallows. These studs are really great for people like me who have a ton of piercings. I've only got piercings in one ear though, so I've got a bit of a, I guess, pirate thing going on. They've got some weird stuff in here. It's definitely a shop for kids as well. Children love all these things. This spider reminds me of Australia. Plushies, pretty cute. And this spooky cute stuff, like a little ghostie with a pink bow. And we're off to Momocha because it's one of my daughter's favourite places to go for afternoon tea. It's a bubble tea cafe that serves Hong Kong bubble waffles, boba and other specialty drinks. My daughter always gets the same thing. It's a sparkling fruit drink, very tropical, very sweet and cold, and it has little jelly cubes in it. We decided to go to Bröd och Salt to try the seasonal roasted hazelnut latte, which is basically half your daily calorie allowance in one small drink. It's okay, but for the price, I'd probably rather just have a bun. We were in the vicinity of Mirna, so we decided to go thrift store browsing. A heads up, it's not cheap here. I found better occasional secondhand deals on Vinted, mostly from Poland. I thought this bag was kind of cute. It's got a bit of an 80s vibe. It's 49 crowns, so around $5. That's not bad. And downstairs they've got the homewares section. We didn't get anything in the end, but we did have a little look around, and it's always interesting to go in and browse. You might get lucky. Stockholm in autumn is just beautiful. Sweden is beautiful in general. We like to watch nerdy YouTube videos when we're going to bed, science and history videos, weird fantasy videos, Warhammer lore. It's a mixed bag. We stumbled across this video on the history of the Goths. No, not my kind, the original Goths, from whence the goth subculture took its name. It's an informative short video that explores the late antique goths and who they really were beyond the infamous sacking of Rome in 410 AD. One of the most fascinating aspects is the mention of Skansa, the ancient name for a mysterious northern land described by the Gothic historian Jordanus in his 6th century work Getica. Skansa is widely believed to refer to Scandinavia and possibly even southern Sweden. According to Jordanus, the Goths migrated from this homeland. And if this is true, I'm living in the gothest place on earth. The terms Gothic and Goth morphed across centuries to cover architecture, fonts, literature, fashion and music. But the old myths and fears of Goths being the disruptive barbarians storming the gates of established civilization is interesting, is it not? Possibly as a parallel or a kind of metaphor. Anyway, the link to the video by the histories is in the description for anyone who finds this sort of thing entertaining. And speaking of entertaining, it's that time of year, so we need to revisit our beloved The Nightmare Before Christmas again. And also, I need to work on a last-minute DIY cosplay-related project. So we head to Panduro, which is one of the biggest craft stores here. And I have never seen so much Halloween stuff in Panduro, or Swedish shops in general, as I have this year. Everyone was just doing extra this year, even the supermarkets, as you may have seen if you watched my Fairy Goth Mama Diaries shorts during October. But you can see there's a ton of stuff from cake, decoration related products to decor and crafting kits for children. Celebrating Halloween as Americans would be familiar with it is a rather new thing in Sweden, and it seems to be embraced a bit more with every passing year. When I moved here, trick-or-treaters were rare and Halloween decor was scarce in the shops. Things have really changed. I've mentioned my love of The Nightmare Before Christmas already, but in the spirit of Halloween we finally brought out the Monopoly set that I got when I was back in Australia last Christmas. If you're familiar with the classic Monopoly format, you'll navigate this version easily. The game follows the expected rules. You roll the dice, buy properties, build your investments, try not to go bankrupt while your friends and family are ruthlessly claiming the board. What makes this version extra fun is the festive, kind of spooky makeover they've given it. This Monopoly edition features a few surprises from The Nightmare Before Christmas, like locations inspired by the 7 holiday doors, including the Valentine's tree. And instead of the traditional community chest or chance cards, you pick up gifts, which can contain rewards or chaotic tricks that are not always nice. This version features 6 custom pewter tokens inspired by the film. The box is appealing, the card artwork and the board visuals keep elements of the film's aesthetic, the stylized fonts and so on. The pros are that it's fun and on brand. I don't really like board games, but I do like this one. I would have liked the hotels and houses to be redesigned in a Burton-esque way. There is so much that you could do with this because Burton and his team have given other designers so darn much to work with. They could have pushed it a bit further, I feel, but again, it's on theme and it's fun. And fun is why you play a board game in the first place. The mix of tokens, the trick-or-treat type of board elements, and the familiar mechanics make it really good for casual gaming with a bit of spooky cute nostalgia. In amongst the Halloween chaos, I have a colleague visiting Stockholm, so we meet at Vertikatten for fika. Ever wished there was a medieval cellar restaurant with a synth bar upstairs? You're in luck! Tonight I'm taking you with me to Skötetunnan in the Old Town, a place where worlds, music styles, time periods and music memes meet in the best way. You can come as you are to saw or dress up a bit, but the vibe is casual. DJ The Figs from Gothenburg is the guest tonight, and she's honestly one of the loveliest DJs and promoters around. Saw is co-run by Daniel Johansson of Covenant and DuPont, and DJ and Mean King Al. It's one of the longest running events of its kind in Sweden, taking place every Friday during the on-season from 5 PM until late, with new guest DJs every week. Sort is always welcoming, it's a great venue packed with friendly faces. Saturday is a little chaotic. I have a costume prop that my guy 3D printed to paint and finish with very limited time to do so. Does anyone else have a thing for thing? No? Okay, scratch that. Anyway, we're inadvertently double booked with tickets to see Traitrs' sold out show and a Halloween costume party to attend. When I was in my mid-teens, I got my first job working in a local pub, mostly helping out in the kitchen. I didn't want to wear a short black skirt with sheer stockings, so I bought a longer black skirt with a slight fishtail flare, and my hair at the time was dead straight, long, dark, centre parted, and featured 2 white blonde streaks at the front. The Aussie bogan chef who ran the pub nicknamed me Morticia, and because I rather disliked him, I did not enjoy him calling me that. But many years later, I have finally embraced my Morticia nickname, and I'm doing so by choosing one of the most obvious, quintessential, and classic Halloween costumes. It's not really a big departure from my usual going out get-up, to be fair, but I do miss my bonds. Anyway, here is Thing. He's my favourite Addams Family character. I didn't have time to do him proper justice, but it was definitely good enough for a party prop, and I might work on him more later. Tonight's Club Dörd and Plus One event includes Swedish veterans Shadow Play and Traitrs from Canada. DJ Batcat is playing, and I love Johnny's taste in music. When he plays, I'm like, please sir, can I have some more? First up on stage is Shadow Play. They started out as a cover band playing the music of Joy Division, The Cure, Killing Joke, Cocteau Twins and so on. Their repertoire is original now, though their influences still shine through. This gig also doubles as a release party for their single Voice. It's surprising and enjoyable, and it's on the shorter side, but it's a great intro. Traitrs come on not long after and start strong with only synths, sequencing, guitar and Sean's vocals. They manage to create a very deep and powerful sound. It's a shame that we have to dash off, but a costume party with some of our dearest friends awaits. People look forward to this infamous party all year. The costumes, the morgue, the music, decor, there's no more ideal venue than this, and no better hosts than our friends. We have an inadvertent Addams Family reunion and party with a Swedish king, a taxidermy lion, Colonel Sanders, a chicken, Rincewind, goblins and more. What are your favourite costumes here? I love them all so much. And now for a total change of pace and a visit to one of my favourite cemeteries. This isn't just Halloween, it's Allhelgonahelgen, or All Saints Weekend in Sweden. On this weekend, many families make their way to cemeteries across the country, and they bring light to the darkness, literally. And Skogskyrkogården is very dear to me and many others. It's a place of reverence, beauty, incredible design, and quiet reflection. If you've been, you know what I mean. There's a stillness here even when it's busy, as it is right now. The man-made structures here blend in seamlessly with the natural landscape, and at this time of year you'll see islands formed by countless small flames floating in a sea of darkness. We go here or to a graveyard on Södermalm at this time every year. I'm lighting my candle at the Minneslund, or Memory Grove. This is a place where people light candles for loved ones whose ashes may not be buried on these grounds. I am always moved when I come here, and often to tears. All Saints Weekend is the Christianized version of something far older. It coincides with Samhain, the ancient pagan festival marking the end of the harvest season and the start of winter's dark half. It was believed then, and still is by many now, that during this time the veil between the worlds grows thin, and the living and the dead coexist briefly in closer proximity. Candles were lit to guide loved ones home, or to keep other forces away. And the practice survives in some way in our modern traditions of remembrance and reflection. The days are getting shorter and colder, but there's always light in the darkness, and we can choose to find it or we can bring it ourselves. The roots of modern-day Halloween, including Samhain and All Hallows Eve, celebrate liminality, and this speaks to the general goth worldview, I think. It's also a time where the rest of the world seems to catch on that dark is delightful and gothic is gorgeous and frightening can be fun. People who share my sensibilities often quip that every day is Halloween for us, but there is truth in it. I'm always conscious of the liminal and always finding beauty and magic and mystery in things that may not strike a chord with the majority, except at Halloween. Thanks for joining me for a spooky season in Sweden recap. Here's to a cozy Yule, Christmas and or midwinter. Who else has gotten snowfall already? Until next time, be well and stay magical.